What's up, guys? It's Alex here. It is time for week 3 best matchup and top 5 moments. So, this week I have chosen a match between Bacon and Jude VGC. Bacon led uh, with Flores and Gyarados, whereas Jude led with Flotel and Glimora. So, immediately, Glimora was threatened by, Flores was threatened by Glimora's sludge bomb, so it switches out into Tinglu. But Glimora went for Mortal Spin, poisoned both Tinglu and Gyarados, put them in a timer, and Flotel used Trailblaze just to eject the Glimora so that Jude can bring up Bumbleguss, but it didn't went really well for him because Gyarados got Crunch and it can easily take out Bumbleguss. And the Tailwind was not set up, so Bumbleguss Wind Raider ability didn't pop up. And here it we can see that even Roaring Moon's acrobatics after terrestrializing into flying type didn't even uh, able to pick out a KO on Tinglu. It just did 33% on it, which shows that how bulky it is. And Glimora's Mortal Spin really put Tinglu on a timer, which would definitely help Jude VGC to take care of it in later games if he wants, because the poison is the only is a new meta to take care of bulky mons. So helping hand on Dunsparce with the Hyperdrill just finish up this game. Now Glimora went to sleep, so it's easy win for Pixel to pick here. In game 2, Jude is already lagging behind, so he decided to change his lead by uh, dropping the Flotel and picking up Taurus. Whereas Bacon also changed his lead from Gyarados to Dunsparce. But Dunsparce get intimidated immediately by Taurus, so it has to switch out if it ever wanted to do any damage in this battle. Glimora terrestrialized into Fairy, avoiding any ground type moves coming from Tinglu towards it, and went for Mortal Spin just to put Tinglu on a timer again. So it was a really great play from Jude. Gyarados terrestrialized into Fairy type, avoiding the wild charge coming from Taurus, and also picking up Roaring Moon in the process. But Roaring Moon done his job by setting up Tailwind. Now Glimora and Taurus are faster. So this Volcarona goes down by Power Gem, and Gyarados is also going down because of poison damage and life of damage after picking up Taurus. Now the Tailwind is set up for Brumbleghast, pops up its uh, Wind Rider ability, and the Bullet Seed with +1 attack is easily able to pick out Tinglu, which was the only problem that Jude has. So Bumblegush done his job and went to sleep, but Here, if Pixel Master goes for Bumblegast instead of Glimora, or so uh, he can easily win this set, but he misplayed a little bit and it cost him this set. So now Glimora gone out by Ice Spinner, but Bumblegast can easily pick up KO because it's faster than Dunsparce, and it's 1-1 after game 2. Pixel Master went with a totally different lead than game 2. He went with Raichu and Gyarados, whereas Jude stuck with the same Tauros and Glimora lead. Jude knew that Raichu is going to fake out Taurus, so he decided to switch out to Brahmagash, which is part ghost type, so it didn't affect that much. Gyarados went for Dragon Dance just to shook off the intimidate that Taurus done to it, but Taurus switched backs again, put Gyarados to -1 attack. Gyarados needed to do another Dragon Dance to do anything in this matchup. It took out Brumblegash. The only thing that uh, was scary for Tinglu. So he took out Brumblegash. Now Tinglu can easily come up later in the game and tries to win the game for Pixel Master. But the only issue here is that Gyarados took a lot of damage here. So last time around it took out Roaring Moon as well as Tauros, but currently it is so low, like it only have 14% HP left, so it can't took out both Tauros and Roaring Moon at once. So Jude knew that, so he didn't went with Roaring Moon because he knew Gyarados will instantly terrestrialized into Fairy type and tries to KO either one Roaring Moon or Taurus. So he decided to went with Glimora. So when Pixel saw Glimora joins in, he didn't went for Terrestrialize because he knew he can't do anything to Taurus, but tries to chip away some of the damage on Glimora. So, but it was a great spiky shield protect from Jude's hand, which eventually took out Gyarados. Now, Roaring Moon is really scary for this because it can goes for acrobatics on Volcarona, and later on uh, Glimora and Roaring Moon can finish up the game. So it went to with acrobatics to cut Volcarona, but here if Raichu went for uh, Thunderbolt or something like that, then Roaring Moon might have took a lot of damage over here, but instead Pixel Master decided to use Charm to lower the Roaring Moon's attack. But Tinglu is really bulky mon. It doesn't really matter. Like last time we saw that it only took 33% damage from Roaring Moon's acrobatics, so it was not a necessary uh, move from Pixel Sand to lower the Roaring Moon's attack because Tinglu can easily tank it. Moreover, here Tinglu misses both the rock slides on Roaring Moon as well as on Glimora, which was a lot of uh, luck on Jude's side to avoid on both the moons over there. And now Glimora have put Tinglu on a timer with Mortal Spin already, so they can easily stall out the game and slowly wiggle out Tinglu. And that's the game. Jude played really well and won the set. Now it's time for this week's top 5 moments. At number 5, we have a matchup between Bardo and CJ. Here, Bardo led with Mouseholder and Hylap, whereas CJ led with Sylvan and Gothitelle. We know what these two, Mouseholder and Hylap, can do together, and Bardo displays uh, that in this game with the real perfection. He used beat up from Mousehold on an Hylap to boost up his Rage Fist attack, and Annihilate now can easily sweep through this team that follow me protected Annihilate uh, to survive the attack from in Hydreigon, and now Tatsugiri with Choice Scarf picks up a KO on Hydreigon and Annihilate with Rage Fist finish up the game within the 3 turns. At number 4, we have a matchup between Dansong and Moboy. So Dansong led with Chanpo at Dragonlight lead, and he displays in this game perfectly how strong this Chanpo and Dragonlight lead is. He did not need to set up with Dragonite, with Dragon Dance or anything because the defense drops are enough to pick up KOs. So here Chanpa used Ice Spinner to take out the Psychic Terrain and Dragonite finishes up in DD. In the next turn, Sucker Punch took out Cerulege, and when Momboy uh, brings out King Gambit in turn 2, his only 2 mons are left, and it's a really scary lead. Uh, Now with this, Genpao used Protect and Dragonite took out Toxapex, and with this Sacred Sword, Dansung finishes up the game and win 4-0 this game. At number 3, we have a matchup between Mr. Darwin and Tonks. So Tonks played this really well. Now he bring up Palafin here and took out Tyranitar with the Wave Crash. But what was interesting here was that he switches out Palafin to bring up Neumann, which got eject pack. And when Houndstone used Shadow Sneak, it's come ejected and bring back Palafin again. And Florges used Pollen Puff to restores the Palafin's HP because he's the one that uh, going to do the main damage to Mr. Darwin's Pokemon. So this was a really interesting play. That's why it is at third position this week. And number 2, we have a matchup between Siktar and me. Both of us have left with only just 2 mons. Siktar with Ursaring and Chiyu. Ursaring has a Tangle Feet, so sorry, what's Quick Feet. So it is outspeeding everybody. And my Roaring Moon and Goldengo are vulnerable currently. So what I did was turn my Roaring Moon into Flying type, so I avoided that earthquake and my Goldengo goes down. But I picked Chiyu over Ursaring because I thought my Roaring Moon is going to outspeed Ursaring nonetheless, but I was wrong and uh, picked up Chiyu over there, and Chiyu protected, so it makes really scary for my Roaring Moon to do anything. And the facade almost took out Roaring Moon over there. But now the Ursaring is on timer because of Toxic. So I use Protect because Ursaring is going to use Facade and going to outspeed me nonetheless. So my only option is for Protect and double Protect to win the game. And eventually I took the double Protect and got the double Protect and won that set by pure luck. At first position, we have a matchup between Toaster and Bendia. Both of them have already lost one Pokemon, and Toaster currently have Gudra and Pomot, whereas Bendia has having Corviknight and Tyranitar currently on the field. So here Toaster took out Corviknight, and then Bendia took bring out Houndstone, but Toaster went for Revival Blessing and get the PP back for Revival Blessing by using Lepa Berry. So now all four mons of Toaster are in the play. Here Houndstone took out Gudra and Pomo took out Tyranitar. But two mons of Toaster have been taken down, so the Supreme Overload ability will have fallen too. So despite Toaster is having only one Pokemon down, and now he can again revive Gudra back to life with the revival blessing. Now all four mons of Toaster are back again, and he won the game 4-0.